Well, good morning, everyone. Today I want to share with you out of Acts chapter 15, where Paul and Barnabas were in Antioch and they were speaking with the Gentiles. And some men had come to say to them that they could only be saved unless they were circumcised. And this huge argument broke out, and then Paul and Barnabas went back to Jerusalem to speak with the Jerusalem council. And they shared and prayed and finally decided that they did not need to be circumcised in order to be saved. And so they decided to send back representatives and then also write a letter. And it's the beginning of this letter that I want to share with you in Acts 15, verse 28 in the English Standard Version. For it seemed good to the Holy Spirit and to us to lay no greater burden upon you than these requirements. And then they went on with the requirements. In the Christian Standard Bible it says, for it was the Holy Spirit's decision and ours not to place further burdens on you beyond these requirements. And this is what jumped off the page at me. For it was the Holy Spirit, or it seemed good to the Holy Spirit and to us. It was just a few chapters back when the believers were sitting in the upper room waiting for the promise that Jesus had given to them, that the Holy Spirit would come and fall on them, and they would receive great power to be witnesses. And here they are now saying, for it seemed good to the Holy Spirit and to us. There was an agreement there. And I thought, we don't say things like that very much. It's not in our everyday language to say, well, it seemed good to the Holy Spirit. And me too. But there are some other references in the Bible that talk about the Holy Spirit. Number one, He lives in us. Number two, our bodies are a temple for the Holy Spirit to dwell. He fills us, not just with joy and peace and hope, but of power, and He's our teacher. In John 14:26 it says, but the advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things and will remind you of everything I have said to you. Here's what I'm trying to say. This verse is an example of how we should live and relate to Holy Spirit in our everyday lives. If my body is His temple, then He is as close to me as the very breath in my lungs. His thoughts should be so clear in my mind that I'm able to say it was His idea. And I agree with that. It seemed good to Him. So it seems good to me too. There's an old saying that says something like this, the devil made me do it. I'm sure, most of us have said that at one time or another. But shouldn't we as followers of Christ be saying instead, Holy Spirit told me that. It was His idea. And I thought so too. So today, let's practice listening to the voice of the Holy Spirit in our lives. I believe that He has so much more to say than what we're really listening for. Give Him the reins of your day and watch what happens when you let Him lead. If you have a question about whether the Holy Spirit is dwelling in you, first of all, I want to tell you that when you received Christ into your life, you received Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They all go together. But if you are wanting the power that the 120 received in the upper room where the Holy Spirit fell upon them, if you are looking for that in your life and feeling like there's something lacking, all you have to do is ask Him. Tell the Lord you want more of Holy Spirit in your life, and watch what He does.